Hey everybody, what is up? Michelle here. Welcome back to my channel. We have McDonald's. We're gonna do a little chit-chatting. I'm hoping the lighting is okay. I finally washed my hair today, so she's looking super thick, but we're gonna ignore it and eat. I did bring a clip that I've been really loving. I got this from Dollar Tree and it really holds up all of this hair. This hair will be a lot better tomorrow morning after I sleep. But we got McDonald's today. I kind of felt like I've been cheating on McDonald's with Taco Bell. We got some nuggets. I love this McDonald's. We got a double cheeseburger. We got some fries, some ranch, paper towel, and hot mustard. This McDonald's, every time. They failed one time. They got onions on my burger. You know, I hope they didn't do it again today. I didn't check it. But everything is super hot and fresh. Every time. They made me pull up. So, double cheeseburger. I didn't get it dressed like a Mac. I just got a regular cheeseburger. And some fries. My cats will be all over me. I'm so hungry. I'm watching Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I hope you guys are doing amazing. I'm really like stressed about my hair being super thick. Okay. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They gave me a 6-piece. Oh, that was the deal. I'm like, wait. I'm like so out of order. So we're not filming in my car. As you can see, we're actually on the floor of my living room. I feel really bad. Dan, actually, his dad, has been really going through a hard time. Like, really bad. Like, he is only operating with he's only operating with like 20% of his heart. I don't know all the medical details. I just know he's not doing well. He's been in and out of the hospital now for months. But what I feel bad about as well is, so he got out of the hospital today and they got him situated. Dan's mom and Dan's sister were going to go out shopping, and apparently when they were out, Dan's mom ended up kind of like breaking down and saying that she couldn't breathe and felt like she was going to pass out. So Deanna immediately took her to the ER and now she's getting admitted. So Dan had to rush up there because I could not get this open. Like, am I not just going to have hot mustard? I love Dan's parents. I actually lived with them for 4 years maybe, when we were trying to get the down payment for this, our first home. And they are like the nicest people. Dan's parents have helped me out personally in so many ways, with money, advice. Like, they have just been phenomenal in-laws. So, they're far away too. They're an hour and a half. Dan asked me to go. But I've been feeling really sick. And I didn't want to chance me, you know, getting them sick. So, today is Wednesday. You'll see this video the same day it was filmed. I woke up on Monday with a really bad sore throat. So, it snowed here like 4 days ago maybe. We got like 5 inches. And today and yesterday, it is 65 degrees outside. So, If you can gather, that's probably why I don't feel well, but I've been feeling really bad. I don't know if I told you guys this, but I've been really into like setting a routine for myself. I have a really great morning routine that I did like a week before New Year's, and that was one of my resolutions, was to keep it going. And surprisingly, I've done super well. But one of my problems was I was going to bed extremely early, like getting like 11 hours of sleep early, which is not really cool. So I try to make myself like a realistic night goal. And one of the other things I was doing for myself is really trying to get back in the rhythm of like hanging out with friends, family, whatnot. But the last few days, like I said, woke up Monday, had a sore throat, had a slight headache. So I took aspirin. And then yesterday, woke up again with a really bad sore throat, really achy. And today I woke up a little better, but my energy is just like gone. So I did, however, I cleaned my bathroom, top to bottom, washed my hair. I was getting ready to work on the freezer because we cleaned our refrigerator out the other day. And I really want to declutter my kitchen. So we did the refrigerator. And I wanted to do the freezer, but I don't want to do it without him and throw something away that he wants. My one cat is like a dog. I go back to work tomorrow, so I'm hoping in the morning I feel a lot better. I'm not gonna lie though, it was kind of nice to have the house to myself today. For those of you that don't know, Dan used to work from home. And then he ended up losing his job. It was like a marketing tech job. And we're kind of able, I mean, right now we're able to afford him staying at home. He is going to go back and find a job and go back to work. But for now, we're okay. Love him so much, but he is always home. So it's kind of nice to have that little bit of, you know, little bit of time. By the way, I got a package from Sephora 2 different times. And there's like no condiments on here. I love this McDonald's so much, but it's weird. There's like nothing on here. What you looking at? I got a package from Sephora. Second time they've done this. One item, you guys. Come on, Sephora. That's a lot of packaging for one item. I'm just getting stared at. This burger's not as good today. I don't know why as well. I'm so into the nuggets. I've never liked their nuggets. Ever. I'm going to lay on the couch, watch Real Housewives, and enjoy quiet. Oh, by the way, from Sephora, I finally got the Fenty Thick and Smooth Rich Peptide Eye Cream. Love your skin, respect the planet. Visit FentySkin.com for recycling and clean formula details. So it comes in the same packaging as the lip treatment. She has two different eye creams. One is in a tube, and this one's like this. This one, I felt it at Sephora. It was super soft. I'm no makeup on, by the way. My hair. It smells so good. I used Olaplex. I shouldn't be touching my hair and eating, I know. Someone's gonna tell me that. I used Olaplex for my shampoo conditioner that went in with an Olaplex like mask. I almost choked right there. Allowed it to dry. And then I went in with DP Hue Glossy something. It makes your hair like a little bit darker. And it makes it really shiny and pretty. And then tonight before I go to bed, I will put in a serum from Olaplex all over. Kind of brush it out. And go to sleep. And that's all I do. I might curl my hair, which I haven't done in a really long time. I've just been rocking it straight. But I'm kind of in the mood. I'm sorry, Kiki, you can't have any. You can't have any people food. You're a kitty cat. You are very beautiful, though. But you still can't have any. Do you guys have pets? And if you do you feed them people food? I try not to. Once in a blue moon, she'll get me, but 98% of the time, it's just cat food. I try not to. Especially my two older cats. I have 3, by the way. Oh, there was a story I was going to tell you guys and I forgot. So, I know one of you actually mentioned this too in an older video. You were asking about my dogs. So, I did want to address that. So, so Dan and I wanted to get a Mastiff. So, we get an English Mastiff that we wanted to get. Give this to my cat. She loves boxes. We wanted to get an English Mastiff. And Dan wanted it to be Brindle, which I love Samson. He was such a good dog. Anyways, we ended up buying him. I think he was $1,200 at the time. And a little bit later, Dan made some kind of comment about like breeding and getting a female. Well, Dan's parents were on board. They love animals as well. So we actually then we picked out Sadie. So Dan picked out Samson. I picked out Sadie. We paid for her as well. She had 2 litters. And out of her first litter. I can't remember the first or second. Anyways. She had 2 fawns, and they were beautiful. Always wanted a fawn with the big, like, wrinkly face. So we ended up getting Fatty McBetterpants. If you know King of Queens, you know where that comes from. Anyways, so we got him, and that was going to be it. When we got all of those dogs, we lived with his parents. So me and Dan worked 50 some hours a week. You know, we were very young at that point. I mean, we're still very young, but we were younger to where we went out a lot. We did, you know, the things. I went a year plus with my mom's medical health and issues, taking her here, there, and everywhere. So, of course, the dogs loved us. We loved them. But for the most part, towards the end, they really, like, slept with Dan's parents. Like, Samson loved Dan's mom. Sadie loved Dan's dad. So we ended up moving, and the plan was when we moved, we were going to build a fence and take Fatty, and leave Samson and Sadie with their parents. Fatty ended up eventually being like more of the alpha. Like he just fought. Well, throughout this time period, when we had that last litter of pups, we did have, one dog that we didn't want to sell because he had a heart murmur. And even though that he was cleared by the vet, we didn't want anything to come back on us. So we ended up keeping him. So we had 4 English Mastiffs: Samson, Sadie, Fatty McButterpants, and Hodor. So Dan's parents ended up moving far away. In the meantime, when we had the dogs, I did pick up a stray cat. We call her Kiki for short. But her name is actually Lucifer. And then we ended up moving. We didn't have any of the dogs. We kept all the dogs with Dan's parents. We ended up eventually, I found my second stray cat along the road, and we called her Koba. So anyhow, what happened was Sadie ended up passing away first. She was huge. Like, I mean, 200 pounds huge. And if you know, Mastiffs are already super big. And, she ended up actually passing away at the house we're at now that we bought off his parents. We came and said our goodbyes. And then later down the road, Samson ended up having cancer. And he had trouble walking, eating. Like, it was just, we needed to put him down. So Dan and I went to his parents' house, said goodbye to Samson. Well, at that time, his mom ended up taking Samson to put him down, and then she also took Fatty along to just give him a checkup. And at the same time we put Samson down, the vet said that Fatty actually had a large tumor and had to be put down as well. So that was a complete and utter shock to us, that Fatty had to be put down. The only fortunate thing that came out of this is we still had Hodor. But if you would have seen him when we had our other dogs, he was very skinny, very quiet, kind of reserved. Again, Fatty was that alpha. He wanted to be the number 1 dog in charge. And after Samson and Fatty ended up passing away, Hodor turned out to be a whole new dog. Like huge, like a mastiff looks like, super active, friendly, outgoing. I think it was just a lot of stress for him. So we lost two, but I feel Hodor wouldn't have had his moment if that wouldn't have happened. So it's kind of like, you know, catch-22 at that point. But that is what happened to our dogs. Even though they didn't live with us personally, they were still our dogs. And then let's fast forward to now. We had Kiki and Koba, and then Dan was at his friend's house and seen our third cat, that I wanted to call her Blue Eyes. Dan did not like that name. So we didn't really know what to call her, so we kept going back and forth. But in the meantime, we were calling her Dodo, kind of like Kiki. Like when we eventually picked the name Lucifer, she was so used to Kiki. Now Dodo was used to Dodo. I called her that because she's just, you know, like right now. But I wanted to call her Blue Eyes because she has blue, pretty eyes. You want to love her eye? I'm just kidding. Yeah, she's a fighter. She's a fighter. She don't like being held. But she's the cutest little thing. They all get along great. Well, Kiki doesn't really get along with anybody, but like right now, look at them. Don't mind my messy house. She's in the Sephora box. Dodo. No. But yeah, that's what happened to all of my pets or whatever, but we're all good over here. I miss Fatty and Samson and Sadie, but you know, it's life and that happens. But anyways, you guys, I'm actually pretty full. I'm going to leave these nuggets if Dan wants them and then get rid of the rest. I have a few fries and half my burger, but I'm actually good. But anyways, thank you so much for spending a little bit of time with me, you guys. I'm so close to 900 subscribers. Literally, I think I looked an hour ago and I needed 4 more people to get to 900. So today's February 21st. I am so grateful that you guys got me up to 900. I really want to get to 1,000 by March 1st. If I do, I got something really big for you guys. But thank you so much. You don't understand how much I appreciate this. I love you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and be subscribed. Don't forget about Dr. B's giveaway. And I will see you guys soon in my next video. Bye, guys.